Hello everyone and welcome back to this humble abode of gameplay and memes. Today I return to you with another episode of my special Dota 2 series, WTF Happened 2! Yes, today we're going to be witnessing the continuation of the series that first appeared about a year ago. Yes, unfortunately there's been like a year-long pause between the uploads in my videos, but, you know, at least I uploaded like 2 weeks ago at the time of this recording, so that's good. Hopefully here's to more recordings in the future. But anyway, so in case you don't know what this series is about, basically I haven't played Dota 2 between 2020 and 2024. Or well, starting with 2020 and ending with 2023, I guess. I came back to Dota back in January of 2024. I've been playing actively since, and quite a lot has changed, including, you know, the entire hero kits, the entire setups, and then of course, well, I was already here, I was already actively playing when the 737 update came out, introduced facets, introduced innate abilities, all that cool stuff. But yes, the coming back in January of 2024 was quite shocking to me, because a lot of things have in fact changed. So this video is going to be about, we're going to be going on a bit of a trip down to the memory lane, exploring what exactly changed about our favorite heroes, or at least how I remember them from back in 2019, I suppose, and comparing that to how it is today. And this episode, as you can clearly see from the thumbnail, the name of the video, as well as this wonderful stuff that I created right here, is about Lifestealer. So Lifestealer is, of course, has pretty much always been a kind of a solid go-to, like, workhorse type of carry, I want to say, because he's very easy to understand, very kind of reliable in what he does, and he doesn't really have like too many super mega hard counters as far as I'm aware, or at least I haven't really experienced that much myself, both back in 2019 as well as now. So what exactly did Lifestealer used to do? Well, so if you've played any amount of Dota 2 at any point, you probably remember what Lifestealer does. Like I already said, very easy to understand. So his first skill, of course, being the iconic Rage, gave him a debuff immunity, or back in the day it was called magic immunity, just made him immune to most forms of magical and pure damage, as well as most disables. His second skill was Feast, which is, of course, you know, the usual physical percent damage for every attack, as well as healing him for an amount based on the damage dealt. I think it was that way, or maybe it was the other way around, correct me if I'm wrong. The third skill used to be Open Wounds, or I guess didn't used to be, well, yes, it used to be his third skill. Open Wounds, you know, slow down an enemy, and every ally of yours who deals damage to that enemy, including yourself, will be healed based on the damage they deal, including damage from spells. For those who are relatively new to Dota, this was like one of the first ever instances of spell lifesteal in Dota that existed even in Dota 1, even though it wasn't really meant to exist back then because of the engine limitations, and yet it did. And of course his ultimate was Infest, where he got inside a non-hero of any kind, ally, enemy, neutral, doesn't matter, or inside an allied hero, would heal himself with that, and then it came time for him to emerge, voluntarily or not. He would burst out, dealing a whole bunch of pure damage in a radius around him. And also, if there was a non-hero, of course that non-hero would die. The Lifestealer came out of them. So overall, a very simple hero to understand. His ultimate had quite a lot of, unique applications. For example, you could get inside a creep and escape if you are getting ganked, and if your rage wasn't enough to escape already, you could get inside a creep and escape with Open Wounds. And of course, you could get inside another allied hero who is good at initiating, such as Axe or Spirit Breaker, and using them you could essentially initiate the fight together with them to do some serious extra damage and have some extra disable to burst down one or more enemy heroes even quicker. Now, because of all this initiation and escape stuff, Lifestealer has historically, I think, often been played as an off-laner as well as a carry, but I feel like carry suits him much more, so that is probably what we're going to be today. But anyway, so after those 5 years, or is it 4 years, 2020, 21, 22, 23, yeah, that's 4 years, But the title of the video still applies because, you know, it's been 5 years since then anyway, because 2024 also counts in this case. When I came back to Dota, of course, Open Wounds was gone, or should I say relegated to the Aghanim's Shard ability, where whenever I think a target died under Open Wounds, it would spread to other enemies around him, around the target. And it was, as a basic ability, it was replaced with something called Ghoul Frenzy, which passively increased the attack speed of Lifestealer, as well as allowed him to reduce the movement speed of enemies that he hit with his basic attack. It was like a built-in Orb of Venom or Orb of Corrosion, essentially. I think in some versions of the game that happened before, the Rage would give either movement speed or attack speed in certain versions. I don't, of course, remember which ones. But yes, that was Lifestealer when I came back to the game in 2024. And then with the advent of 737, of course, that was changed once again, with now Feast being his innate ability, and Open Wounds coming back as a basic ability, with now, I think, yes, the new Aghanim's Shard basically allows you to apply Open Wounds whenever you emerge out of a target with Infest. You apply Open Wounds to everybody around you, or something of that nature. An additional buff that he received in 737 was the Corpse Eater ability, where every time he would get a last hit on a hero or a creep, doesn't matter ally or enemy, his health would permanently increase. That is, of course, still in the game, but it used to be one of the facets. Now it's always built in. And yes, his new facets in this new version of the game, which is 738, is one of them is called, of course, Flesh Feast. I already covered it in my update video, 738 update video, but anyway, should probably address it even more. So one of them is Flesh Feast, where killing heroes increases the health amount you get from Corpse Eater. And of course, its other side is that whenever an enemy under Open Wounds dies, the cooldown of Open Wounds is refreshed.
First blood, and let there be no end to it.
And his other facet being Gore Storm, which not only allows him to infest creeps, but also whenever he emerges from a creep like this, it deals damage based on however much health the creep had left in an area around him, similar to the burst damage from Infest. And of course, you know, Infest is now a magical damage as well. It used to be pure, I remember that for sure. So overall, Lifestealer's gameplay is pretty self-explanatory. You try to dodge as many abilities as you can with Rage. You have to keep applying Open Wounds to enemies who are in a vulnerable position to make it an even more vulnerable position, or prevent escape from enemies that couldn't. Sometimes when you're trying to burst down a beefy target who has like Blade Mail active, for example, you can Open Wounds to mitigate the damage your team takes from Blade Mail, also very useful. Of course, you know, Ghoul Frenzy is super self-explanatory, just a passive bonus. It's basically, yeah, the same thing as Feast used to be, but now Feast is built in, you don't have to level it up. And yes, if your Rage and whatever items you have aren't enough to survive, you can Infest during a team fight and escape in situations where you otherwise wouldn't be able to. Of course, there is also the Aghanim Scepter and Shard, as I described. With the Aghanim Scepter, you are now allowed to infest enemies, and you are periodically attacking them from the inside. Then you emerge at a certain point, and because of Aghanim's Shard, you apply Open Wounds to all enemies around him, or around where you emerge, I mean, for half the duration. As far as I remember, Lifestealer is doing quite well in terms of win rate right now. Of course, you know, when 738 first dropped, his win rate went, I think even on Pro Tracker, it went all the way up to like 55%. Now, if we look at Dota Plus, we can see that it is still fairly high. Yep, 54, almost 55% at Archon. And if we take the entirety of Divine and Immortal, it's still at 54%, which is also great. So overall, Lifestealer is still doing tremendously, or tremendously well, I should say. I honestly don't remember him ever having that high of a win rate, like ever in the history of Dota, so he must have done something right to make him so powerful. And of course, you know, my personal experience with Lifestealer, I think, yeah, if you look at all my heroes' Dota Plus levels, Lifestealer, I'm pretty sure, is the highest level. And when we check progress, okay, not progress, stats, there you go. Yeah. Overall, over the entire lifetime, I can see, or not I can see, yes, I have like 50% win rate. 20 wins, 20 losses, incredible. But yes, so overall, I've always enjoyed playing him, kind of, but now that he is so viable, of course, I enjoy it even more. And to commemorate, you know, to prepare myself for the release of this video, I, of course, changed my my entire splash screen, or, you know, my profile to this. A whole bunch of jolly lifestealers running around. There's the really big one here. And yes, the hero, or the mini profile, is also has been changed to match. Sorry, what is that you're saying, Lifestealer? I can't quite hear you.
Subscribe or I'll come to your house and eat you. Yes, you. Personally.
Okay, I think he's being serious, guys. I think you really should try to do that. Yeah, that was quite scary, not gonna lie. But I don't think we should have a problem here, right?
We'll see.
Okay. But anyway, let us queue up for a game. Now I'm going to be, of course, doing the role queue and only safe lane, because I still don't believe in offlane lifestealer. I really don't. I'd rather occupy the safe lane, which in which I have been known to do quite reliably, at least in the past couple of games. It's a topic for another video, but you know, since the patch came out, 738, since 738 came out, I've actually been able to climb, and I've reached 2k MMR. Lost, you know, went back down to 1985 after the last game, but yes, it was still, I have reached 2k, so now I've got 4 stars over here. So yeah, I guess I tend to perform quite well, considering I've been mainly carrying this whole patch. So this is another reason why I'm only queuing up for safe lane. But yes, enough talk. Let's go and find ourselves a game. Wonderful. I won't include this game fully, of course. Only a little bit. You're already getting the full Dota experience in that. In the very first match that you try to queue off, or you're already, everything is going off the rails. Oh, hi.
I'm under attack!
This is our
Killing spree. Double kill.
Хуесосил на лайне, блять, ровно столько, сколько мог, нахуй, блять, всю игру. И сейчас стоял, пиздил, нахуй, крипов, блять, не давал мне фармить. Он элементарно стан, сука, не мог, нахуй, дать. Конченый, сука, урод, нахуй.
That's right.
Look lively now! Your middle tower is under attack! What are you, amateurs?
Good.
sharks have my flesh. If you make one that fish, it will be
Radiant's courier has been slain. Dire's Radiant's structures are fortified against all comers. Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Killing spree. Killing spree. Dominating. Unstoppable.
Gotcha.
Mega kill.
Get caught. Now you're talking.
Sick burn.
Lively now. Your middle tower is under attack. What are you, amateurs?
Monster kill. Double kill.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Double kill.
Procrastination could spell. Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. If you wish a eulogy to be
Holy
delivered for your
shit.
bottom tower, my rates are very reasonable.
That's right.
Your bottom barracks have fallen. Small pity. Pat yourself on the back, as I do, for the enemy's top tower has fallen.
Now you're talking.
Double kill.
Hold me out of this mess in no time. You sure? Gotcha.
Holy shit. Godlike. Double kill. Hot stuff. Triple kill.
It's a beater. Gotcha.
Radiant structures are fortified.
After him. I'm under attack.
Var, nu
is under attack.
I go now to the river to wash your blood from my clothes.
Holy shit!
Your middle tower is under attack.
What skullduggery is this?
Thanks, thanks.
Lively now. Your middle tower is under attack. Parameters. And the storm of battle ends in the calm of a radiant victory.
You don't deserve it.
Day 2.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the next day, because after those two games, I essentially was no longer able to record because it was too late. So I just played a couple games of this, a couple games of that. I won one game with Lifestealer, but I'm probably not going to be, commentating over it, as it was, as I didn't record it live, because it was too late. So I hope you can forgive me. And today, on this second day of our adventure, we're going to try and actually record a normal game. But yes, did have a few solid games. A few games where our team got raffle stomped. A close game where I messed up at least once or twice. But we also had some dude who was intentionally feeding, as you can see right here. So, it's tough to play as Slark if you're not snowballing, because if you're not snowballing, then you can't farm too well as Slark, which means you're going to be falling hopelessly behind very quickly. My net worth is below Tidehunter, as well as my position 5 Nature's Prophet, which is like, I'm still extremely upset that I had a position 5 Nature's Prophet who didn't do anything, and then tried to build carry. And then another loss on Slark as well, where I tanked almost as much damage as the Pudge, who has 3 times my health. Instead of going in there and just slamming people, destroying people, he just stood back and tried to hook them. Which is, as you transition into the late game, we had like 36 stacks of meat shield. Or what is it called? It's just supposed to be called flesh heap, but whatever. Yeah, if you got 36 stacks of flesh heap and you're transitioning into the late game and you have a Heart of Tarrasque, you aren't supposed to stay behind and hook. Fish for a hook. You're supposed to, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to jump in and like actually man fight people. And he did none of that. Also, no Shivas, no BKB, but whatever. I'm probably going to be first picking here to avoid the risk of not being able to pick my hero again. I'd rather pick it straight away. Because, Lifestealer doesn't really have too many like hard counters where if your opponents see you picking Lifestealer, they won't just, immediately deny it for you. Okay, get kills or assists an enemy heroes after infesting another unit. I think I could do that. I don't think I'm building Armlet. I haven't built Armlet and Lifestealer in forever. Even though it is, of course, a super useful item, but just kind of never transpired. Oftentimes, the lane is tough, and after a tough lane, you can't really, it's really difficult to come back in terms of gold. So, I just build a Radiance, and then by the time I get the Radiance, which you need the Radiance, to farm well, to keep up with your farm, or with the opponent's farm as the carry. So you need Radiance on Lifestealer to keep up with the farm. Oh, especially something like Medusa. Apparently, Lifestealer is not good against Medusa, but anyway, the point is, by the time you get the Radiance, considering the lane is usually very tough, the Armlet becomes irrelevant, so I kind of just don't build it. Looks like... Oh crap, it's Tinker. Interesting. I actually have a pretty good win chance against Tinker as Lifestealer, according to Dota Plus. Let's just hope that Tinker is not a not a super competent Tinker, like not a Smurf or anything. Because if he is, we're kind of boned. But yeah, Lifestealer, of course, pretty good against Tinker because you can, rage in order to, avoid his laser, avoid his March of the Machines, well, most of his damage. Since Lifestealer mostly does damage with his auto attacks, raging to avoid laser is just what the doctor ordered. And also, of course, you naturally build Nullifier as Lifestealer, which helps you against against the Tinker's thingamabob. What is it called? Defense matrix. Yeah, there you go.
This should be interesting.
Nullifier is really, you know, dispels the defense matrix. Doesn't allow him to use his translocator. From what I've seen, I think I'm gonna predict. Yeah, he has gotten translocator. Yeah, I'm gonna predict, but only, you know, the regular prediction. I'm not gonna predict double the MMR. I've already had 2 wins in a row. After that, from my experience, you know, doubling down is a really bad idea. Pew pew pew, says Tinker. And again, so we see Mars. He has
Will commence in
a Gauntlets of Strength. Aha. Okay, our mid Rubik managed to KS to steal the kill, which is great, but yeah, it's good for a mid laner to steal the kill. Of course, steal first blood, especially. He's basically got a full bottle now.
3, 2,
2. Hoppa.
1.
Aha. Nobody's threatening us. What does Medusa have? Medusa has a Sage's Mask, and that's it. I'm gonna have to TP to the bottom lane because
Win to a 99.93% certainty. If you're interested.
yeah, so for Lifestealer, his biggest problem in the early game is, of course, attack damage. You can see I've got only 51 with Gauntlet, Circlet, and 2 branches. This is ridiculously low for a melee hero. So Quelling Blade is an absolute must-have. And even with the Quelling Blade, you can see I only do 60 damage. So, aha, but I can deny. Ah, but he can deny too. That sucks. Nope. Okay. Yay, first last hit. Incredible, I'm already behind on last hits. I also, yeah.
His family will understand.
This is the problem. Mars has what? A 59. Not that much more, but still enough to mess with. Ow. Okay, at least it's a level 1 Frost Blast, so it doesn't do too much damage now. But I hit the wrong creep. Amazing. What happened? Oh, the melee creep went back. Okay, yeah, I can't really just fight. I need to focus on last hitting right now. Even though I do, of course, have open wounds, but... Ah. Oh, he says he wants to kill at level 2. That... Great. Would be nice if I got a kill, but I did not. That's okay. At least we can get both the... Very cool. Yeah. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It doesn't matter, of course, because I'm Lifestealer. Yeah, so for Lifestealer, of course, with Flesh Feast, it's very good to get you know, last hits on the enemy heroes as well, because it gives way more... Why are you standing there? Go. Stupid birds. They stood there for so long, the enemy creeps managed to come... to come back for him, of course.
Bird, open yourself to me.
The enemy creep didn't even react to this. Okay, yeah. Nice. They took a lot of damage again. This is something Lifestealer can do. If there is a melee hero you can hit, or a slow ranged hero like Lich, you can... That actually got me. Unbelievable. He's gonna die to the Witch Doctor, yes. Okay, I should get my boots relatively soon, which will, ow, so that's fine. Ah! Whoa! Okay, good thing it actually doesn't do any damage at the end of the day. But yeah, this is the reason you need Rage, but of course I went to the second level of Frenzy because that's just what you do. Aha! Look at the damage I'm doing. Yeah. His damage against creeps might be completely trash, but his damage against heroes is respectable from all the way back at level 2. Yeah, last hitting could be a serious problem. I think I'm just gonna bring myself the friggin' claws. This is ridiculous. 20 kilo of me. Come on. That was uncalled for. Still denying, I see. Oh. I have, yeah, nice. I have 4 assists and 0 kills. Should be the opposite because, you know, a Lifestealer, you really want those damn kills, but no, well, what can you do? Ooh. Ow. Luckily, I can quickly heal myself just by auto-attacking. Ow! Okay, nice. Again, I am the assist master. 005. What a perfect score for a carry, huh? Alright, let me... Where's my radiance? Was missed the last hit because I was shopping for radiance. Incredible. Nice. What? Oh, Jesus. Whoops. Whoops. He's gonna take a lot of damage, but again, he's not dead. This guy maxing... Oh. He's maxing cast, that's why. Yeah, I think on Witch Doctor nowadays you're supposed to max out Maledict because... These are really difficult to deal with because they, because they remove all my attack speed. This is, big counter Lifestealer is Break because it removes both of his Frenzy as well as Feast. It is really difficult to deal with. Oh god, these are trash. Well, hopefully we get a new one soon. Oh, who is that? Less Tinker. Level 10. Last hitting with Lifestealer, he does have great animation, but his attack damage is severely lacking. Especially when you're against somebody like Mars, who's constantly, you know, like I said, 10 damage difference is not too bad. So yeah, now the plan is to push the lane, aka kill all the creeps as fast as I can, without, of course, without losing last hits, preferably, and then go form a couple jungle camps. Oh shit. You're... Nice.
That's just what I'm being told.
Nice! My first kill, and then the Rubik gets all my last hits as well. Incredible. I should send the courier to the... Actually, maybe not. Okay, you know what? I don't need it because I'll just buy it from this shop. Buy this from the... God damn it.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
What do we get? Oh, bounty, nice. Probably should have given that to the Rubik, but he's way too far away. The Dawnbreaker is saying Medusa will destroy everybody. Don't worry. Amazing. Oh, he survived. Nice. He's actually full health. Oh, he has Finger of Death. Amazing. Yep, we need to take those stacks It's actually only a 2 stack, so it's not a big deal, but nice, I got a last hit. Amazing. Need 77 gold for it. Okay. Alright, there you go. Finally got my radiance. It's minute 20. It's way too late. Oh, the freaking blinding light of the Dawnbreaker is amazing. Anyway. Oh, Jesus.
Your top tower is under siege.
Heal the Witch Doctor so he doesn't die. Oh, hey, Roche. What's up?
Bottom tower is being attacked.
Bye, Roche. Alright. And damn. That was it. That was a really good usage of... Oh, hello? Good. Ah, damn it. Stupid fucking lion. If it wasn't for the lion... I would have gotten in. Yeah, if it wasn't for the lion, I would have gotten into the centaur and stopped the Lich Ult. I like if I build Sanjin Yasha, I like going Yasha first because it's movement speed, which means farming speed. Where are we going? Oh, hi. Nice. I continue to be the assist master of this game. Amazing. Oh, that was Tinker. Oh, there he is. Stop slowing me down, please. Okay, got the Tinker. Medusa is, of course, still farming, but oh well.
Dire structures have been fortified.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, so the next item oh shit. The next item I usually like to get is Aghanim Scepter after Sanjin Yasha, which I of course still don't have, but whatever. Super behind on on farm in general. Not just last hits. Oh, hi.
Your bottom tower is under siege.
Okay, well, maybe beating the crap out of Tinker is not the best option, but okay. Somebody's died. Ah. Bye. This is why I love Lifestealer. What's that? You get disabled. Меньше минуты до дня, если что. Надо аккуратно как-то. Right, the Witch Doctor is solo killing somebody. Witch Doctor just solo killing some. Oh, hello. I'm not even gonna waste open wounds on him. One thing I am definitely not going here is Nemesis Curse. I don't want to get freaking instigated by Lion and Lich. Тесін буририм. Ага. Uh-huh. Got inside the centaur to save his life. Very cool. Okay, he's staying there. Not entirely sure why the Dawnbreaker is all the way back there. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Oh, that's just the Aegis. Forgot I had it. Oh well. Okay, the centaur missed his blink, but the lion missed his stun, so we're even. What are you doing? Okay, I think after Aghanims I need like a Basher. Well, yeah, Basher Abyssal into Nullifier, because how else are we? Oh Jesus! Yeah, I just got. I can't be fucking everywhere. Mars goes, the might of Mars will prevail. The centaur goes, you shall be forgotten. Your name shall be forgotten. Bum, bum. Oh, well, he got him, but it's still a freaking tinker. I think the Medusa ult lasts way too long. Honest to God. Okay, they are breaking the ranged barracks. I'm breaking the melee one. That is not good. Bye. Very cool. Open wounds lifesteal probably. Что-то вы далековато побежали, не? What happened? Jesus Christ, why did I do that? Nice. Okay, with Medusa down, we can definitely do some stuff here. The creeps are far away, though. Alright.
Double kill.
Ah! Alright, well, I think we can finally hit the... Nope, we cannot hit the racks because the freaking... the creeps are not there. Oh well. We have the creeps from the other lane though, which means the backdoor protection is gone, which means we destroy them anyway. The barracks, I mean. Ну, чисто теоретически на 2К может, в принципе, что угодно сработать, по-моему. Ну, красава, респект. He's only practicing Dawnbreaker and nothing else. Oh. Let me get inside somebody, I don't know. This guy. Okay. Yeah. Wait, how did I... Oh, okay, my bracer is gone. I marked it for sale. Apparently I sold it at the enemy fountain. Incredible. What is happening? Oh, they're killing the Medusa again. Well, whatever. Just Medusa. ГГ, парни, всем удачи. I think I'll commend everybody. Oh yeah. Hero damage, I am in the ass. But yeah. I don't know what happened, but I got really far behind on farm. I don't know. I think I usually get radiance at like between 17 and 18 minutes or something, but this time, for some reason, it was, yeah. It was like at minute 20 I got it. So 17 and 18 is already not good, you know, not very good. Last hitting with Lifestealer in the early game before your phase boost is really hard. I don't know, maybe I should just ditch the bracer altogether and go straight like one phase boost, and that's it. Because, you know, one is super useful as you run out of mana rather quickly. A Lifestealer, which means one is super useful. See, I'm not even close to the top like GPM on everything on the map. Well, I do have more than Tinker, but then again, Tinker has 9 deaths and I only have 1. So that's not a very good not a very good indicator, I should say. I did the most building damage, though, so at least that's good, but yeah. Hero damage, the Lifestealer comes online a little bit later, and by that point, in this match, in this game, the enemy team already got crushed. Honestly, it was a complete ruffle stomp. Rubik has 0 deaths somehow. Interesting. I suppose not a very good indicator for the hero's power. But yeah, like I was saying about Aghanim's, I couldn't finish my thought. The thing about Aghanim's that I think is the most powerful is the fact that the cooldown becomes only 20 seconds. It's not even that, you know, you can infest enemies. It's that you've got, you know, another safety option. The cooldown on Rage... The cooldown on Rage is 17 seconds at max level. And this thing is basically the same thing when you've got Aghanims. Because you can infest anything you want. And the cooldown is only 20 seconds. So it's basically a second Rage that you get when you buy Aghanims. This is why I like it. I go for it almost every game, really. And at 2k, where I currently am, it works just fine. Yes, I can finally pick him. There you go. We'll do it immediately. So this game will probably be a demonstration of me making Manta instead of SNY, because both Spectre and Storm are most likely going to go Orchid, which means I should be able to counter that with Manta. So, yeah. Radiance Manta is going to be the plan. Maybe Armlet after, I'm not sure. If I can get a super fast Radiance, then the Armlet will follow suit. Oh, scary Pudge. 4 wins in a row is Pudge, damn. And all the relics as well. We have an Outworld Destroyer.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master. Not entirely sure how their team is going to function.
Prepare for battle.
But we'll see. The most important thing is that I don't cast open wounds on the guy that the OD decides to hide, banish, because if I do that, it's gonna be a disaster. Well, not a disaster, but oh, hello. And we stack the stuns. Amazing. Okay, who got it? Oh, OD got it. Nice. I did not understand what that symbol was. Nice, and we got this thing as well. Noise. Shaw. Okay, nobody can stop my TP anymore, so let's go. Mid lane matchup is definitely a winning one for us. OD versus Storm. Oh god. Ogre is getting smashed to bits, but at very least... Okay, nice. Is this like a +4 Viper? No, it's a +3 Viper, I think. Hey, nice. Oh! Self. Ow. What are you doing? Okay, he wants to... Okay, I see. Nice. Killed the Viper. I definitely need 1 point of rage. Because, god damn it, fuck you. Yeah. That's right. What you get? Killing my courier. Stupid. Oh, fuck. 2, 3, boom. Yeah, see, this is the weakness of offlane Viper. You cannot take too much damage in the early game. While you still don't have the... Ow. Ow. So unlucky. Ooh. No, I need tingles as well. There you go. Yep, everything denied. Ooh, ow. Underestimated the... Probably have the soul ring now, right? Yeah. 2, 3. Yeah, thank you. Very well. The only problem is I need health now. I'm completely out of health. That was very risky, but... Oh, okay. OD is completely destroying the storm mid. That's nice. I can grab the Lotus as well. It's going to be very beneficial. Honestly, good job on the Viper for TPing to his tower instead of the base. I honestly thought he would just panic TP to his base or something. Oh. Okay. Whatever. I steal ahead. Oh, oof. Fools. Yeah, I'd rather stay around and... Echo Slam wasted. No Echo Slam. Come to me, come to me, come to me. God damn it. I hate and fist. Okay. Taker's going Aghanim's. He's not gonna have Blink for a while, but still. So yeah, I think this game, again, after Manta, if I do go Manta, which I'm not sure I need to because nobody's going Orchid. Yes, after I go Manta, I should go for, oh, that's Storm Spirit. Storm is top. Spectre is going Radiance. It is a little bit worrisome that she already has the relic. Just like I do. Damn it. Smart cookie, eh? Uh-huh. So they were baiting then. I see, okay. Fudge is top as well. Yeah, as long as the Pudge keeps wandering aimlessly like this, we should be good. Essence ring for sure. I think damage and armor might be slightly more relevant. Okay.
Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant structures are fortified.
I see.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Or maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. So what are you going for? Still cannot see. Oh.
The enemy's
Noise.
has fallen.
Okay, nice. The Viper just gets one shot. Amazing.
I should find you a colossal squid.
Yeah. Not gonna go very far without a blink dagger. Ow. Ow. This is a mistake. I have 203. Okay, I am now behind on net worth, but yeah. Not as much as I usually like to be. Oh. Nice hook. Oh. Okay, never mind. Still pushing. Okay, he has Kaya. Interesting. This a red dragon? Yep. Yeah, I gotta be really careful with the whole pushing thing. Spectre, for some reason, still doesn't have another item. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Okay. The creeps just respawn, so yeah, I can do this. Why aren't these coming? Okay, there you go. Manta or SNY? Okay, she's going Manta, I'm going SNY. It's more important to survive the crowd control. Or just to, you know, outlive the crowd control. Attack speed for sure. So yeah, Manta would have accelerated my farming potential. Oh yeah, because of this. Nemesis Curse, no. Gauntlet with... well, I guess I can go lifesteal.
Looking for me? Yes.
Oh, hi. Oh, I should have, yeah. Should have magic one a long time ago. Oh well. I think he still has Echo Slam. And he has Blink now. Very cool. Finally, I got a kill. Jesus. Well, not finally, but you know what I mean. Could have been better. There's a ward up top.
Is under attack.
I am still behind on net worth. That's crazy, dude. I also need a couple more TP scrolls. Oh, wait. Why is it amazing? Oh, whoa. Alright, dodge that crap. Let me see where we can go next. The ogre is... Okay, he buys back. No echo, no echo. Oh, ah. Okay. Apparently I got him somehow.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Okay, what? Oh my god, he wants to kill the storm again. And he actually... and he actually succeeds. Unbelievable. Incredible. So be careful. Oh, he has a blink dagger as well. That's not good. Are you fucking serious? Made a perfect getaway and then immediately... Yeah. Great stuff. Okay, finally I'm no longer behind on net worth. Crazy. Alright, what do we get next? Ow, ow, that hurts, that hurts. Spectre has a Manta style, okay.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Okay, Pudge is dead.
The enemy's top
Cool.
barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. Has fallen.
Shaker might have echo again, careful.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not done yet.
Killing spree! Killing spree! Double kill!
Infesting Storm while he's about to fly away might be a historically bad idea. Okay, never mind. Earthshaker is saying just, but he's not saying just what. He says 3 empty bodies. Well, not entirely wrong, but damn, that timing, that timing on the friggin' infest was incredible. Just infest the OD, and for 1 second later, he gets Echo Slammed. Incredible. Okay, let me see. So the damage, oh well, yeah. OD is completely outside the competition, but notice how I have absorbed the most damage again. Yep. Damage taken, I am at the top. Not the Dragon Knight, not even close. The Dragon Knight took the least damage of all. Definitely a Blink Dagger missing in his build, but yeah. So 500 health in total from Flesh Feast. I think it's worth it, honestly, because what was my health pool like? Well, can I see my stats, like, as in HP and stuff after? Yeah, so I had 5,000 gold left in the bank. I probably should have spent it on something, because essentially I think I essentially had the same net worth as the Spectre. If we can see Spectre. So the end Spectre had, well, no, I still have one more item than her. Viper even worse. Net worth Storm is 206. Yeah. Feel really bad for the Storm. Had to match up against friggin' OD. I've gone, yeah, like I said, I've gone mid against OD multiple times, even in this patch. And it's always like the worst thing ever. It doesn't matter what hero you're playing, OD will absolutely own you. I know, maybe Queen of Pain is like the only exception, but yeah, otherwise it's just terrible. In this game, I probably, you know, there's a high chance that Viper would have gone for a Butterfly, as well as Spectre, perhaps. Also could have, what? I don't see the Hero Spectre. Don't want to see the Hero Spectre. I want to see this one. Oh, she also had a Gunpowder Gauntlet just like me. Yeah, your next attack deals an additional 120 magic damage and splashes to units within 250 units for 50% of the original attack damage. It's basically like a mini Battle Fury, but it's only one attack every 6 seconds, so. But yeah, so Spectre is liable to go Butterfly, same thing with Viper, so this game I probably would have considered buying a BKB, but in this case, since DK already had an Assault Cuirass, I wouldn't be buying one. I thought it for a moment. I thought about it for a moment, then I was like, well, you know what? Should not really have 2 Assault Cuirasses on the team. Yeah, so of course, if there were 2 potential Butterflies on the enemy team, I could have gone MKB. This is the difference between this game and the last. In the last game where I played Lifestealer, yeah, there was no reason to go Butterfly, maybe against the Medusa, but that's about it. No reason to go MKB, I mean. But yeah, eventually another, of course, late game option you can do is you can swap your Phase Boots out for a Swift Blink. This is going to be a little bit worse now that you just assemble Sanjin Yasha for Abyssal Blade, because eventually you just sell the Yasha. Like, if you win Sanjin Yasha first and then disassemble it into Abyssal Blade, you won't leave the Yasha for very long. You won't go Manta style, and that's the only thing it builds into, so eventually you're probably going to be selling the Yasha, which is, yeah, in that case, your movement speed is going to suffer quite a bit if you sell both your Boots and, and Yasha. But I think Swift Blink could potentially be a great addition to that. I don't remember if Force Boots are in the game or not. Let me see. Force Boots would also be a great addition to this kind of build, but they might not be in the game, so there is an item, I think there is an item that gives you like a lot of movement speed. View all neutral items. There is like Timeless, Titanic, Crude, Feverish, Wise, Audacious, oh, Fleet-footed. There you go. Plus 115 movement speed. If I can slap that in the late game on, on any kind of item, that would be fantastic. That's twice as much movement speed as the Phase Boots give you. It's about on par with, I think, Boots of Travel, right? Yeah, Boots of Travel give 90. This thing gives 115. In that case, both you can sell both Phase Boots and Yasha and not feel bad about it at all. And Swift Blink compensates for it even more, because with Swift Blink you just gain tons of movement speed. I think it's probably going to be like maximum movement speed if we switch here and see where's Lifestealer. Here he is. So if we go, for example, let me see. No, not Boots. Why did I go for Boots immediately? So Swift Blink. Well, Abyssal Blade doesn't give movement speed, it doesn't matter. But yeah, if we go for, let's say, Stygian Desolate, no. Fleet-footed. Yeah, there you go. So Stygian Desolate are fleet-footed. But yeah, and if you blink, you go 550. Yep, that's max movement speed right there. That's what I was trying to say. even without any boots of any kind. So yeah, even if you're running out of slots, you always have potential to, get a T5 in the late game. You have a potential to get a T5 neutral item that gives you 115 movement speed, and coupled with a swift blink, gets pretty much all the stuff you need. And of course, another thing you can do in the late game, always remember, you can eat your Aghanim Scepter for an additional, 1600, I think. You can eat the Aghanim Scepter, and you're gonna have another slot freed up for like a Divine Rapier, or I don't know, Daedalus or Revenant's Brooch. That could be a cool like tech item, because if you see your enemies have got a lot of health, you gotta remember that the passive, this feast, feast, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure feast can crit as well. Like the damage from feast can crit, and of course, Revenant's Brooch turns that into magical damage, so you're gonna be hitting your enemies for percentage-based magical damage if you go Revenant's Brooch in the late game, under particular circumstances. But one thing I'd really like to try in Lifestealer would be Octarine Core. I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. Hopefully in the future. But yeah. So you can see, both these games with Lifestealer turned out to be complete ruffle stomps. And even though, of course, I had very strong teammates, I'd like to think I also contributed to that, because, I wasn't feeding myself. As in, I wasn't feeding, myself. So it is also important to not feed. And as a carry, to keep up farming, even if your team is owning, after that 4-man Echo Slam that the Earthshaker did us on the top lane, I thought I thought the enemy team could have made like a complete comeback, full comeback. You can see right here, there is a point at, what is this? Oh, okay, I don't know what minute this is, like minute 24. I'm sure this is the point where, the 4-man Echo Slam came, where our whole team died. You can see, the experience, the net worth, they almost brought everything back. In order to avoid that, where, the enemy team you get team wiped and suddenly the enemy team has completely come back into the game, you need to keep farming as a carry. You need to constantly keep farming, constantly keep looking, to improve your farming patterns. That is something I am going to look at as well, to improve my farming patterns, make sure that I am, doing a little bit better with those. It's kind of important as well. But yeah, so the point I was trying to make is, this has been, of course, a video about Lifestealer. It hasn't really changed all that much in the years that followed. Of course, the Corpse Eater was probably like the biggest change, as well as the ability to infest enemies with Aghanim Scepter. Those were like the biggest things for me. The Ghoul Frenzy thing, it kind of already existed. It might have been even stronger, when it was allow you to slow enemies down, but now that it gives you movement speed instead, it's kind of, more overall utility, I want to say, because, you're just constantly running around with increased movement speed, increases your farming speed. The overall Lifestealer is super powerful, and if you haven't played him, right now is a great time, because, like I said already, he's got an amazing win rate. Look at Crusader, it's almost 55%, at Archon above 55%, and at Divine Immortal also, the same as at Crusader. So overall brackets, overall ranges, overall game modes, I should say, I guess Lifestealer is always a safe bet who will always deliver, unless of course your team is getting ruffle stomped, but in that case, nothing is really going to help. So that's oh well. Sometimes that's just what happens. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below detailing what you would and wouldn't like to see. For now, this is all I've got for you for today, so goodbye, take care everybody, and I hope to see you soon.